live on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Miller, and today we're gonna discuss a little bit about celebrating small advances, small progress. If we feel happy, how we feel happy, and when we feel happy. And I have here with me to discuss Luis and Michaeli. Please, Michaeli, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Kaeli, I'm 28 years old and I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I am a biotechnologist, a PhD student in health science, and I study coordinating clinical trials too. I like watch TV, watch series. Today here about the weather here today is getting milder, thanks God, and I like to stay at home with my husband and my two cats. I think it's that.
Thanks a lot. Luis, please.
Sure. Guys, good morning again. I'm Louise. I'm 27. I'm here on TALKTNTALK since July last year to improve my English, conversation, English speaking. I work with technology, with strategic marketing, and I really like to swim. That's it.
Oh, great. Yes, let's start this conversation. But first, I would like to know from Michaeli. Michaeli, do you intend to go to do your PhD half-time, like in other sandwich? Yeah, for this in sandwich.
No,
No?
because I it's my dream, but I'm married, so I
Okay,
can't nowadays.
okay, okay. So let's start. Um, let's start from the first one, and then we can try to read other. But the first will be: do you celebrate small advances in your life, like very small, like in as a practical, really practical? Luis, please.
Guys, I do like I really do. Every single day I celebrate tiny little small wins. I don't know, I need to sometimes. I work a lot. I drink lots of water, so I deserve it, of course. I just signed my next apartment contract and I celebrated with
Wow.
a special dinner, you know? Not
Okay.
special, like go out to eat. We just cooked something delicious. So yes, this is a habit here at home with my girlfriend. We celebrate every single detail of our
Very
lives.
good. Very nice. Congrats. Congrats for you. How about you, Michaeli?
I don't know. I think depends the win. For example, I assign a new apartment. It's not a small win; it's a big win to celebrate.
Yeah.
Fair.
Uh, Probably I celebrate like eating different things or sleeping more. I don't know. I think it depends what's the celebrate.
Really interesting. Celebrating sleeping more. It's very, how can I say, nowadays type of celebrating
It's
stuff.
very good.
Yeah. Um, but in general, do you celebrate small things or only big things?
I think only big things. I don't know if I need to celebrate small things because it's like um, I don't know. I don't know. I never
Yeah. Here,
think
here we
about
have
that.
here we have three different people because I do not celebrate anything. And yeah, I'm not doing good stuff, but I'm not celebrate. You celebrate all big things, and Louise do the right thing, that's celebrating each small step of life. That's it. But What's the importance for you, Luis, in celebrating small steps for you? Do you feel different? Do you feel happier or something?
I think I do feel happier. I never thought about it. It's just maybe a habit that we have here at home. I don't know, it's common for us. I think I feel happier totally because I feel that I give the tiny little things the importance that I think that we deserve it, because I really struggle with anxiety sometimes and exercising, for example. Today, this morning, I went to the gym. I think it's a
Okay.
win for me. It's maybe a subject that I would like to celebrate. Just with, I don't know, eating something that I like, or drinking second coffee, just this kind of things. The bigger celebrations we do like in more specific things, like the apartment, for example.
Okay. Okay. Very, very nice. This and how long have you been this habit?
Since I moved here because I used to live alone here in this apartment, then I started a relationship with my girlfriend. Then she moved in too. I think this is the thing that we have in our relationship, but
Okay,
I
so
do it
you
alone sometimes.
okay, so you developed together.
Yes, like two
Okay,
years ago.
okay, very nice, very nice. I think it's interesting because it's the opportunity to pay attention on the life, right? Like sometimes we've been living in a totally automatic way, part of the day. And sometimes it's important to, to care about the little stuffs, like not because, oh, I need to celebrate this, but because need to pay attention eating a good thing or going to the gym or doing your work or doing this or doing that and so on. This is awesome. Michael, how about you? Let me see here. Do you think it's important to celebrate and why?
Yes, I think it's very important because you do a value in your routine, in your next steps, and you improve yourself. So I'm nowadays I live very automatically. I don't know. And I always think, oh, it's really a victory. I don't know. I think I'm very tired to do anything nowadays. So I agree. I think it's very important to celebrate everything because you you improve yourself and better doing different thing and better yourself. Yes.
I was reading a book about the importance of traditions, and was more or less about it. Like we are losing the habit to do, how can I say, do passage traditions, right? For example, when you uh, become adult, when you buy your home, for example, your house, when you buy your car, when you go to the university, when you go to the master, when you go to the PhD, when you get a job, and so on and so on. And including with your family, together, the Christmas, New Year's, we are losing because it's kind of more whatever day. It's becoming whatever day, like, oh, hey, with my family, another day will be the next. So the book, the guy says about the importance of maintaining the traditions because the tradition will mark your time in the earth, in your life, for example. Like the mark in your time. And this is awesome because when I start to read it, I pay attention in my life and oh my God, I'm totally the opposite of it. So I need to do something. So I create this topic to discuss this. I would like to know other stuff. For example, big steps and small steps. For example, Michaeli said that she only celebrate big goals. Okay, and but what is a big goal and what is a small goal? Because, for example, doing a PhD, in my opinion, is a big goal. I did my PhD, and for me was okay, and do not celebrate. I didn't celebrate, right? But now, from far, I'm saying, oh my God, PhD was so hard. And a lot of people want to do a PhD, or what a lot of people want to buy their house. And but for the people that they already have their house, their home, they do not care about, oh, yeah, this is just a home, I will buy other and other. Okay. And I would like to know from you, it's a kind of chaotic question. How do you think the small and the big go? Like, if I do not do, is a small, but when I do, it's big, or the opposite, right? Like, oh, I already did, no, whatever. Okay, Luis, please.
Guys, I think I see things in a different point of view because I'm a neurodivergent person. So it's very hard for me to do the things that I don't like. Of course, for everyone. Like I know this is a common thing. But when you deal with ADHD, TDAH, you deal with lots of procrastination and lots of I don't know, it's very hard to do the things that it's discomfortable. So for me, doing this kind of things that it's my responsibility, by the way, like working on a project or something like this, or talking in a difficult meeting, this is a small win for me. This is something that I celebrate. The bigger wins, like I don't know, goals, like big goals for me, it's something that I see maybe in the future, like
Okay,
something
long
that I
term,
want to
like,
be long term, yes.
okay,
Something that I want to be, something that I want to
all right,
feel, a satisfaction. I don't know, but I know the future never came. You only live today, so you need to work in this. You need to break things in small steps and work in these little things. And maybe in the future you realize that you conquer something, or that you beat a milestone in your life. I don't know, but I don't think it's palpable. It's more, it's different. It's something that you just visualize and that's it. It never came.
okay.
You just
This is the big
realize
goal.
one day. Yeah, it's a big goal.
Okay,
Of
okay,
course, we have things that are more solid, like a promotion, like I don't know, a job opportunity, and this is something that of course, I celebrate. But for me, it's different. It's more difficult to explain.
okay. Yeah, okay, okay. Uh, Thanks for sharing. Michaeli, what do you think about this?
For me, I think it's about a war and a battle. A war is a big
Oh,
victory.
good, good.
It's like my PhD for me nowadays, it's okay. It's a milestone, but at the end of my PhD, I think it was a war because I I think it was hard and difficult for me. But I understand. For example, my master degree for me it's okay. It's not so hard. For me it's okay. I'm not celebrate very with enthusiasm, but it's okay. But I try to celebrate more. And I think it's about the milestones and the goals that I think at the beginning of the year too. Actually, I every year I write my goals to the year, and I think that is my big victory if I do everything.
Okay, nice. Yeah, what I was saying is, for example, speaking English. A lot of people here, they speak in English, for example, or they speak English and French and Spanish and so on, Italian. And nowadays, when they already speak English, it's kind of whatever. I just speak English because whatever. But the people sometimes forget that in the past was wow. My God, oh my God, English. English, I speak English, other language, and it's kind of when we get, it's kind of oh whatever. We lose the how can I say exciting of stuff. And very fast, it's very fast. Like the other day of your PhD, you go, oh, just a PhD now. It's kind of, nowadays I'm feeling that I lose a lot of this steps, during my master, during my PhD, learning stuff, and even learning English. That was a very interesting process for me. But um, sometimes I need to, oh my God, I need to understand, the importance of it. And yeah, it's a
I
kind of,
guess,
a
sorry.
practice. No, no problem.
I just understood what you were saying because sometimes we feel that it's just our responsibility. Like, this is the minimum that I can do. Like, I can't do less than this. So, of course, I don't know, I'm an
Right.
adult, so it's my responsibility to be good at this, to graduate, to speak English. Sometimes I feel this way too. Yeah, totally
Yeah,
agree.
and even because, for example, let's talk about speaking English. When I started to improving and I kind of uh was aware about, oh, now I know that I can communicate, in English, um, was kind of I didn't pay attention in this process, the importance of it. And for example, Um, we have, I think the statistics, the last is 5 or 4% of Brazilians, they speak English fluently, right? So, but for us, we kind of whatever, because we are speaking and every day speaking, and no, it's normal, it's basic. But we forget that, in one time in the past, we didn't know how to speak in English. So was a very big step, but for us, it's like, oh, don't care. It's kind of a little stuff, and we change it. What I want to say is we change the size of this stuff. Like when we have, it's kind of was normal, but when we don't have, it's kind of wow, oh my God.
Mm.
When it's with the
Yeah.
others, we celebrate, but sometimes we need to be our own cheerleaders. When it's our
Exactly,
friends, yes.
exactly, exactly.
Yes, I
Um,
think we don't value ourselves as much during the process. Only when we pay attention to the past.
exactly. And
Yeah.
you know what is interesting because we kind of encourage others to do the opposite we have done with ourselves. Like, oh, we need to celebrate it. It's a very good stuff and do it this and do that. But for us, kind of, oh, only other day.
Yeah.
You need to, it's a practice, as Louise have done. It's kind of a practice, like calm down, pay attention, right? I would go to no, let's let's go to the question number 5. Do you What do you think about the relation between celebrating stuffs and small wins and mental health? Do you think there's a very big link, good link or not? Zoli, anything, Michaeli?
Mm.
Do you think you would be more happy or sometime, good, celebrating more or not? Like, oh, from I don't see different.
Yes, I think it's about still happier and um, to get motivation to do other things and prove yourself. Um, and keep constantly to motivated and going to do what you needed to do and celebrate at the end with your victory. Mm, I think it has a link. about mental health, but I don't know how to explain that.
No problem. Luis, what do you think?
Same for me. Don't know exactly how to explain, but I think it's related, of course. I think it's the way we treat ourselves, even if it's a coping mechanism, like for me, that I deal with celebrating small wins because I struggle doing these small wins. I don't know if it's a coping mechanism or not, or just the way I function nowadays, but I think it's related to because now thinking about it, I feel happier, I think. I feel lighter. The struggle it's not that hard anymore. I just think the celebration as a trigger, like as a prize at the end of the day, for example. So yes, yes, I think we learn doing this. We learn to have more empathy with the others and ourselves because I'm always doing this for my girlfriend and she's always doing this for me. So it's a way that you treat yourself better and the others maybe. But of course, it's not always positive. Like it's not always easy. It's something that I work on, but it can be related to mental health, of course.
Okay, so but do you see the difference between when you didn't do that and now you are doing
Yes.
because okay,
I
this
feel I,
is
I feel because I just struggle with doing things, living, and then okay, I finish. I look for the other problem. I look for another thing to do, to worry.
okay. Yeah. Do you think you are in your opinion a more a positive person or a negative person in general?
Mm, that's hard. That's hard. I think I'm the balance of these two things, but I'm more aware when I'm being negative, and I try to see the positive um, side. But I used to be very negative in the past. I am more positive now, but it doesn't mean that I'm a positive person. So I'm both, but I try to be more positive, like in a daily basis, because I know that I win nothing being negative. But I struggle with this. Like I have like a 5 minutes of desperate feelings.
It's normal. 5 minutes of
Yeah.
yeah, because I think we need to. It's like when I say a positive, it's not a toxic positive. Like it's like as
Yes.
more like in general. Sometimes, for example, I consider that I'm very positive, but I'm very realistic as well. And sometimes I say stuffs that's very real, but not because I want to say, oh, this is negative, but we need to have a plan for action, you know,
Yes.
understanding the negative side, or it's not the negative, but the realistic sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Um, yeah, Mikaeli, how about you? Do you, are you more negative, positive?
I'm more negative. I'm very realized person too, but I always think about the negative side. I think it's about the expectation, lower expectation about everything. Uh, to for me, not don't frustrate me so much. But when I talk with another person, like Louis said, we have more empathy with other person than with yourself, myself. I think I'm very positive with other persons, like to promoting other person or talk with other person and like instigated. And with me, I'm very negative. I think it's about the frustration and the low expectation about everything.
Okay. And the most part of time, uh, it happened or not, what you thought could happen. Like, for
No,
example, you are, no, okay.
no.
Yeah, this is interesting, like, isn't it? Like, our mind trying to create a future, and we are struggling with it, struggling with nothing because it's the future and all will happen this or that, and sometimes nothing happened.
Yeah.
In my case, it is actually, I think I used to be like more negative in the past, but nowadays I don't care about, it's not that I don't care at all, but um, the most part of time, all the stuff that I create in my mind do not happen. Neither positive or negative. It's nothing. It's totally different. It's oh my God, totally different. Okay. I need to deal with all the problem that I never, imagined. So my imagination is not good in creating scenes and possibilities. So yeah, so I'm trying to deal with it. Let me ask about your planning. For example, we are um, talking about goals, right? So we have a plan with these goals. Do you consider or are you happy with your year? Like your, I think during the days in your year in your life, you're planning goals and what you have done, conclude, right? Your agenda, and okay, are you happy with your progress on it or not? You feel, oh, I need to improve or need to, oh my God, I have not done good stuff. Okay. Luis, are you good with your life?
I
Life is hard.
am. I am. Yes, I am. But I have like fear of the future. Uh, Not in a anxiety and anticipation way, but I know that it's uncertain and it's a no. So I don't know.
But
I
in
don't know.
terms of
I'm not
what?
sure.
Uncertain in terms of what?
Money, of course, money always. So it's always money
Money,
for
okay.
me. Yes, I'm going to a bigger apartment. I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure of
Now you sign your
anything.
contract and your money will track money, money,
Yes,
money too.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yes. Totally, totally. I can't predict the future, so I don't know how it's gonna be. If I will stay at my job, if I'll be promoted. I don't know, I'm not sure. So of course I have like a little sparkle of fear every single day, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy with, I don't know, it's like the third month of the year and I already checked like one or two boxes of my New Year resolutions. So I'm okay with my life because last year I experienced like um very large of group of people career transition and I succeed in this part of my life. So this is like a win, a big win for me. This
Okay.
is what this was a big goal that we were talking about and of course I'm happy, but not every single day, not all the time.
Normal. It's normal.
Yeah, I think it is.
Will be you'll be crazy or different if you say, I'm happy every single day. Every single each day of my life, I'm very happy, man.
Yeah, crazy or dumb, I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes that people they appear here saying something like, oh, my English is not good, and have some problem to learn English. And I always say the same. You are the 90% of the population saying this exactly the same words
Yeah.
about English. Will be really different if you say, oh, I'm very confident, my English is very good, I learn very fast, and I consider that I'm good. So let's start. It will be totally different. Okay. But the most part of people, they have problem. The problem is very specific. They are totally different learning. And this is funny when I hear that. But yeah, thanks, Luis, for sharing. And how about you, Michaeli? How have you been your planning, your year? Um,
I think I'm happy in general. I'm not happy every day, of course. I always think about my goals at the end of the year, and I I think what I got and I did get, but I understand that the goals and the routine and changes in the middle of the year. I understand that, and I think about now next year I will repeat that goal, or no, I think it's not functional anymore. And I think my happiness is not about my goals, but of course, it's important for the end of the end of the year. But it's not about that. It's about my routine and my uh, I think it's my steps along of the year. But I'm happy.
Okay. I believe.
This is
Um,
something to celebrate. This is so important to feel good with your
yeah.
routine, your health. This is a big one.
Yeah, we do. It's what is interesting because when we are sad, we are kind of struggling. Oh my God, oh my God. Only see the bad side. But we do not celebrate when we are calm. And being calm, I think it's nowadays it's if you are doing it yourself, oh, I have no problem with this or no problem with that. The thing's going well. I'm doing, the time good. Okay, it's nice. Very good. I will drink my coffee and stay happy and enjoy what I have to do. And we need to celebrate that. I mean,
Yes,
because
I think we don't celebrate the minimum.
yeah,
Like we have health. Okay, it's a minimum, but we don't celebrate that.
we do not celebrate. Yeah. I have a planner. I start to fill a planner since the 2019. Yeah, 2019. And in the very beginning was really hard because we start your planning. Oh, I will plan, and you forget. Okay. And when in the end of the day you see, it's a blank page, a lot of blank page because you do not feel that. But I keep with this, and I can say that only I think the last year I really can, I filled my plan in a good manner. Like I can see the progress of each steps. For example, when I start to do something, where I will learn or this, I will start learning this. And every day I try to feel and when, at the end of the day, I, take my plan, I start to see when I started to do and when I complete the stuff. And sometimes it's, more than 1 year, for example, or sometimes 3 months, 6 months. And I start to remember, oh, I studied here, I had some problem here, and remembering my year. So this was a really great practice that I started to do because I can, understand my year, at the end of the day. I take my plan, the plan is very, thin, so it's very fast and you can study here, I finished here, I complete this, I did this course, so it have been a good way to understand what I've have to can have done.
Do you
Um,
track your habits in your planner?
no the habits. Only I think, for example, when I learning something
Mm-hmm.
occurs or when something very different happened,
Nice.
in my life, like, oh, it happened, like I write this and it happened. So because it's thin, so I can, in this day it happened, so was, and it's
Nice.
interesting to see that.
Nice.
For
Journaling
example,
is not for me, but I think it's very great. I think it's very
it's
nice.
very interesting, and I started, I would like to start, earlier. So I think it's very nice. And yeah, for example, I have the first immersion here, 2020. First,
Wow.
first immersion in Talk and Talk, So yeah, interesting. And I started to learn English at that
Wow.
time, at that moment. Um, Well, I would like to say something to Luis that's interesting. You sign a contract. Okay, very nice. You know what is interesting about it?
Mm.
Big goals like a contract. I'm saying big goals, a contract. Because now the contract you drive your improvement, right? Like in when we are young, this is something because nowadays, especially nowadays, we do not do something that's very rigid, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
all the things kind of, oh yeah, I have my job, I have my money, I can rent, I can stay in my home or with my family, okay, and I will buy this, I'll buy that, and very, how can I say, superficial stuff, very
Yeah.
tranquil. But when you sign a contract, you need to, you know, do the thing to solve this. So this will drive your improvement, like you provide your energy to do what you need to do. For example, when I say, I signed a contract as well about a house, and in the beginning was like this, and oh my God, how about now? What I need to do? Um, but nowadays I wanna do it again and again to, how can I say, establish boundary in my life. Like, oh, this will be, I need to do something to finish this. And then I will finish other stuff. And in the past, I started to think, oh, I should have done it before. Like, you know, the past, because I think for us, it's a signal can drive our actions
Yeah.
for real. For me, it was totally shift in terms of thinking of what I'm doing.
That's almost like a deal, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, this is perfect. This is the deal. Like, what a comparison that I like to do is, for example, in a sport, for example, Olympics. 4 years to play Olympics. One
Yeah.
day you have 4 years to, practice a lot, improve a lot in the best level you can to play sometimes in one day, So you have this goal. And this provide energy to, oh, I need to, wake up early, I need to be healthy, I need to practice, I need to pay attention on this, that, the technique, and okay.
It's all on you. It's like a stoicism history.
Yeah, it's stoicism. I think, coach.
Yeah. No,
I'm not
okay,
saying that the
fair
stoicism is
enough.
coach, but for example, I like stoicism, and I read these books when I was teenager,
Hmm.
and for me it's interesting because the coach have using a lot the words in a bad manner, I consider, but for me it was the first coach, real coach in the life, because I mean coach in terms of the book, they says a lot about practical stuffs, very practical stuffs, like how to do with the people and so on. So, for example, I don't like coach, right? This Brazilian coach, I'm saying, a coach in an American as well, you know. But when people say something like that, I always say, oh, read this book, Art of Living, Epiteto, Art of Living. Okay, read, it's very thin. Art of Living, Art of Living, they has the book. Art of Living has all the things that you need to live in your life in a good manner, in a very deep explanation, very concise, very direct. So if you want to be a good coacher, a good coach, read this book. Do not read
Yes,
that these guys that
what
we
I
have seen.
think is in stoicism in a modern society, where we have places to be and things to do, with exceptions and realism.
Exactly. I think the people are crazy, getting crazy, and the society is hard. The life is hard. It's chaotic. It's complicated, and the people are trying to do what we have doing here, discussing little things and calm down, reflecting. I think this is a orientation, coach, no, orientation, or understanding what's going on. Let's see the last question. I will curiosity me. Are you suffering doing your PhD, Mikhail? Only this curiosity, because I have working on research as well. I think I already shared here that at UFRJ, so I'm researching here. And the last month I will give some lessons about in the graduation. So I would like to know, and we will be exactly about it, the suffering during the academic writing. Will be about
No,
academic writing.
I'm not serving nothing
Okay,
in
so you
this.
you good with your PhD, Nda?
Yes, I
Wow,
think
this
I'm good
is totally
in
different.
that.
Different.
Yes, I think it's a very common opinion to suffer of in PhD and master degree. For me, I don't know because I'm just do my PhD and I work with that. So for me, it's not a
Okay,
suffering. I like and I'm doing everything. And I have eu tenho bolsa, so I
okay,
don't need work a lot. And I choose an area don't so difficult or so exhausted. So I research and I choose that area. So, but I saw my colleagues in my PhD work with me suffer a lot. Oh my gosh, I can't write. I can't collect the collection. And I think it's about the opinion of the general. But for me, it's very nice. I wake up 8, 8 a.m. For me, it's okay.
okay. Yeah, you tranquil of this. Yeah, but I think it's yeah. You can. I think it's not opinion because I have reading a book here that I will give some lessons. That is about a scientific writing and a lot of statistics. And for example, this is I've been in 5 institutions in Brazil. So I have the same problem. A lot of people getting sick doing PhD and master degree,
Yeah.
and this is crazy and complicated, and a lot of graduate institutions have discussing this stuff.
Mhm.
So I asked that I asked this question for you because of this. So thanks for sharing that you are good, and I'm happy because you are good because this is a problem. PhD this time uh, is causing problem with the students. Guys, the last question, I think we have 7 minutes, will be adaptation of the question number 3. What are simple ways to celebrate progress? You gonna share with our viewers here. A lot of people are watching us, like Chinese, Indians, a lot of people around the world, and you gonna share some way to celebrate progress, like that you do. Okay, that all. I think you need to do this or to that. Or you could, or you can do this or that. And okay, Luis,
Guys, I don't know. I celebrate doing practical things, you know. I love to eat and I love to eat different things. So this is my way to celebrate. I'm going to a Korean restaurant, to a Vietnamese restaurant which is near my house. This is my way to celebrate. I
is it
think it's
good?
a totally. I love pho,
Yeah,
you know, pho.
Vietnamese. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
Oh,
very good.
we'll try.
And you said in the beginning of this conversation about tradition, you know, and now thinking about it, I think this is something that I have like a heritage of my family because they celebrate every single thing with food. Like they're Japanese, so they're always like eating. Even death of people, they celebrate with a dinner. So this is my way to celebrate.
Wow, it's a cultural soul for you. Totally. And
Yes,
like it's a
yes.
kind of
When someone die,
okay,
we have like a barbecue. Celebrate the
okay.
life, it's a Buddhist tradition, I
Your
think.
family is Buddhist.
My father's side of the
Your
family,
father,
yes.
okay. And he influences you a lot, or your family in general.
He doesn't, but his family, yes. My
Okay.
grandparents, they're immigrants. They influence me like a lot, especially in karaoke. You know,
Oh, wow.
karaoke.
No,
Karaoke,
karaoke.
like singing.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh
we're
yeah, I got
very
it.
a musical
Oh,
family,
I
actually.
thought, oh, maybe it's a Japanese word
No,
that I don't know.
it is karaoke,
Yeah,
but I
karaoke
think it is.
is Japanese.
I don't know. I
Oh
think it
no,
is.
I don't
I
believe.
think it is. I need to look for it, of course, but I think it is. It sounds like, doesn't it? Okay,
Yeah,
I can share fake news. So sorry.
no, no problem. But I love karaoke. I love. I do, I do it with my family when I, go to the Goiânia, Goiás, and we gonna choose, we gathering our family to sing, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
And eat pamonha goiana.
Pamonha em Goiânia, yes. I
Nice.
don't like piqui,
No.
I'm fake. I don't like piqui, but yeah, that's it. Do you like piqui, Mikhail?
No, pequeno.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh, we are fake. Okay, we went fake. Thanks for sharing, Luis.
Of course.
Michael, how about you? You gonna teach the people how to
Um,
celebrate your manner.
when I had to celebrate big stuff, I always go to the restaurant with my husband, and normally we drink wine. I love wine. And in big small victories, I like to eat something that I like pamonha, chocolate, and this kind of things, and sleeping more. For
It's
me,
important.
two things.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I will share my way. No, I do not. I thought that I said that I do not celebrate anything, so I don't have a way to celebrate. But I think sometimes it's important to stop what you have done, like everything, and reflect about what I'm doing, the reason why, you know, a deep breath, drink a coffee, and really think of what I have done, why and when I start, calm down, breathe, and really reflect. I think we are losing this habit to reflect about what we are doing, and sometimes we start to getting crazy because that the thing is getting fast, in this society, not on information, all the stuff, our lives, what I have to do, and we do not pay attention. And pay attention, and even small stuff like with your family, hugging your family, kiss your family, say good, words. Thank you. Try this. And sometimes try do something that you do not do normally, like pretend to be other person. Theater. That's my my uh my way to celebrate. Like for real. Like sometimes I start to, oh, I will say some word to that person that I never said, and I do. That's it. Guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. I really love when we can, have a tranquil conversation. Okay. And we can share things that really matters, not only following questions. So this is interesting for me. And thanks a lot, Luis. Thanks a lot, Michaeli. See you the next week, and bye bye. Enjoy the rest of
Thank
the
you,
day.
guys.